Charlotte Oduro. This is a Woman in Me show. How we do it, just go to Facebook and look for the Real Woman in Me official and just follow and subscribe to my page. You go to YouTube, Reverend Dr. Charlotte Oduro, and subscribe and get more videos. You go to Instagram, the Real Woman in Me _ and follow me there and get more information. And remember, this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. sharp, at Girls Guide, Achimota Girls Guide. The Real Woman in Me, we are meeting women behind closed doors. And this time, the theme is the veil. You need to be part of it. Come and listen to mysteries. Let's stand together and pray. No matter who you are, as far as you're a woman, let's build it together. Let's lift the name of the Lord high. It took a woman to be able to see that Jesus has been resurrected. Or it is a woman that went into the tomb and realized that the Savior was no more there. The woman brought information. Every information you need comes from a woman. It took a woman at the well that met Jesus. And that woman ran and told the people, I have met a man. He has told me mysteries about myself. Women are too powerful. Women were made for men to be able to stand with them and support them. Women are the helpmates of a man. Without the support of a good woman, a godly woman, a man cannot accomplish his purpose. That is why I want you to meet me this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. sharp at Achimota Girls Guide. Let's stand together and pray and invoke the power of God to come upon our marriages, our lives, our education, our children, our daily work, everything we do. We need the Lord to direct us on everything we do. So I'm inviting you, and if you want to support this program, if you want to buy water, buy pastries, or buy drinks, and say, Mommy, I want to give you this to get for your chairs, or get the instrumentalists to stand to support you. Or, Mommy, I want to give this money to pay for the place they are going to do the program. You are always welcome to do it, and God will always bless you. The number to send your money to is 055-2369403. 055-2369403. That's a mobile money number, and my name on it is Charlotte Oduro, and God will favor and bless you. And if you want to be a partner to the Real Woman in Me, please WhatsApp me on the same number, 055-2369403. Just WhatsApp me. When you WhatsApp me, I will add you to the platform that you get any information you need to get. God bless you so much, and God continue to protect you as you stand with the Real Woman in Me. Today there is something that I want us to discuss. Let's all discuss it. So call a friend, call a brother, call a husband, call a wife, call even your enemies to listen, because they all need to listen to this. The question is, why can't men love their wives? And why can't women submit to their husbands? As Ephesians chapter 5 says, it said, the man should love the wife as he will love himself. Likewise, the woman should submit to their own husbands. The question is, why is it difficult that when we marry, after the marriage, it becomes a struggle for us to be able to fulfill the purpose of God? Look at the way marriage is. Engagement is so beautiful. We dance, we celebrate the weddings, we celebrate and all that. We always think about how to plan for the weddings. We are always anxious about how the wedding, the outcome of the weddings. We are so concerned about the parties, the food, the people, the dresses, the decorations, the video, the pictures. We are much concerned about those things, but we are not concerned about the marriage itself. Wedding is a day, marriage is eternity. Have you thought about it? The same man you stood in front of the congregation, you stood in front of the family to say that I will die with you, you'll be my husband, you'll be the Lord over my life. And the same woman you prophesy your love to, what changed? What brought the change? Why has things become so hard for the two of you to be able to deal with it? A man promised a woman, I will stand with you, I will protect you, I'll be here with you and all that. The same man will say that I'm a man and therefore I have the right to cheat or go for another woman. I know the same people that say that whether storms, whether trouble, will stand with each other. I always want us to go back to the promises we made on the day of our engagement and the day of our weddings. I want us to go back. Most of the time when we are angry and we are fighting in the marriage, we don't go back to watch the videos. We don't go back to watch the pictures. And then remember the covenant we made on that day. And because of that covenant, there were some things you said. Let those things humble you and bring you down. If you can't love, don't marry. If you can't submit, don't marry. If you can't give your will as a woman or submit to a man, don't marry. But one thing we have to be careful as women is that who are you going to submit to? Because a woman is not born to be bullied. Neither is the woman born to be a rag. Neither is the woman born to be useless or used anyhow. A woman is not born. A woman was not given to be destroyed. Neither was the woman born to be used for sex or for babies. A woman was born because God brought that woman to be the Holy Spirit to stand with the man. I say this every time. Every woman is an altar where the man stands on. If the altar is full of fire, the man goes far in life. But if the altar is full of destruction, the man never goes anywhere in life. So if you have a wife that you don't respect, if you have a wife that you bully, disrespect, and treat her anyhow, then I'm telling you, it is going to be difficult for you to see the favor of God, because the Bible says, whoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor from God. It tells you that God brought the woman to be the point of favor for every man. I love Judges when they are supposed to go for war, and then the Barak said, no, until Deborah you go with us, I am not taking a move. I am not going anywhere. The prophetess had to go with them, the armies of Israel, before they could fight. A woman that sat in the middle of big trees and rules a nation. A woman that determines what will happen in the war. A woman is not to be destroyed or not to be walked over. A woman comes into a man's life to accomplish the purpose of God. You think God was unwise to create everything and leave the woman? No. God knew what he was doing. God wanted the man to desire the woman. God wanted the man to cherish the woman. That is why God preserved the woman until the man realized that I need this woman in my life. If a man doesn't need you, he maltreats you. If a man doesn't respect you, he walks over you. If a man doesn't know your value, he disrespects you. But if a man knows a value of a woman in his life, that man goes far. That is why the Bible said, you ever find it. It means that the man shouldn't just pick the woman on the roadside and take her because he wants to satisfy his sexual desire. But the man must go deeper and get to a point where he says, I need that woman in my life. There are women, but there are women. If you understand me, there are women and there are also women. There are women that have given themselves to be used and misused. And there are women who value who they are and allow people to respect them because they respect themselves. If you're a man and you don't know the value of the woman in your life, you don't know the value of your wife, you can speak to her anyhow. When you cheat, you don't care. You have every excuse to leave your home, every excuse to divorce her, so that you will be free, because her value as a woman is gone. You don't. The Bible said that if the sword loses its value, everybody can step on it and walk over it and treat it anyhow. But if the sword has its value, it is so precious in the hands of men. I saw something on social. I did some research on social media that when you go to China, salt. There's a particular salt that is so expensive. Do you know why it's expensive? It goes through a process. They take the bamboo tree, and they take the sea salt and they put it in the bamboo tree. Then they cook it. They put all the bamboo tree that they put in the salt inside. They cook it in an oven, like the olden days, the way they do it, the clay oven. They put all the bamboo tree containing the salt and they cook it for some time. When they remove it from the bamboo tree, it looks so dark and shiny. Then they break it. They don't use machines to break it. That particular salt doesn't go to any machines or any chemicals. It's made with the hand. After cooking it in that oven, they bring it out and they break the salt into pieces. In pieces, it looks so shiny like a diamond, but it's dark form and it's very expensive. If in US, a normal salt will be sold 80 cents or 80, let me say $10. That particular salt that is expensive that gone through the bamboo or that bamboo tree that they've cooked it, can sell a little of it, can sell $100. It is 10 times expensive than the one we pick on the seashore. Do you know why? The one we pick on the seashore is easy to come by. People cherish it. It doesn't go through any process. So people take it and they are okay. They because they can have it easy, they don't value it. They just misuse it. But the one that is picked from the seashore, that is placed in the bamboo tree, that is cooked for some time, that goes through the process of men breaking it, it's so expensive because you know why? They believe that there's some nutrient in the bamboo tree. They believe there's an essence of nutrient in the bamboo tree. So when it's cooked with the salt, it is healthy. It becomes in the highest level when it comes to health. It's so healthy, and therefore it goes with the price. Let me ask you this. Are you the salt that is at the seashore as a woman, or you are the salt that has been brought from the seashore, processed, cooked by the Spirit of God, trained and gone through your process? You are cooked in the fire. So any woman that is valuable has gone through the fire, has gone through the process, and God has given her the ingredients she needs to be valuable. But if you don't go through the process, you are useless, because they pick you easy from the seashore and they sleep with you easy. They can dump you easy. Because you give in easy, they also dump you easy, because it's cheap on the seashore and they can pick it anytime they want to pick, so it is easy for them. But if you value yourself as a woman, give yourself a chance for God to take you through the process of life. It is not easy to go through the fire. It's not easy to even be sustaining in the bamboo tree, because they cut the bamboo tree and then they dig a hole between it so they'll be able to push the salt inside and then gather all together and put them in the oven. Fire it for some time, even the next day before they bring it. You need to be cooked well. The salt is white, but the moment they finish cooking it, the nutrient in the bamboo tree takes over the salt. It becomes black and shiny. It looks like a gold. It looks like a diamond. You see, if you're able to go through God's process, if you allow God to take you through the fire, God take you through the bamboo tree, the ingredient you need to be valuable in the market will be given unto you. That is why I always want to advise every woman, don't just marry. Don't just go into it because you are aging. People are pushing you into it. You think you need to have a child, or you need, a church is calling for it. Your parents are looking, peer pressure. Everybody's pushing you into it. Go and tell them, I've not gone through my process yet. I don't want to be picked on the sea and treated anyhow. That some of the men, they marry the women because they think the women are begging them for marriage. There are some of the women who are always asking a man, when will you marry me? When will you marry me? If a man wants to marry you, you don't ask him. He goes in a hurry to go and ask for your hand in marriage. So if you are living with a man that is not ready to marry and you are the one asking him and he's giving you attitude, it should give you a sign that you need to walk out from that place, because you don't value to him. Because anything that is valuable, we keep it well. We take good care of it. Have you seen anyone putting gold anyhow or diamond anyhow? No, they value it. So there's a place they put it. Some people have saved, they save it because it is valuable. It has price. I don't know the price they have for you. So it is so difficult for some men to love some women because they pick them so cheap. So they don't know why they should love them as they love themselves. And it's so difficult for some women to submit to their own husband because they don't understand the meaning of a head of a home. They don't understand the meaning of the leadership of the man. They don't understand why they should succumb to a man. The reason why you don't want to submit is because you chose the wrong man. The reason why you can't submit is because the man you have chosen is not submitting to God. The reason why you cannot submit to that husband is because you chose him without thinking whether he's from God, without knowing whether he's the one that is also called by God. If you make a mistake by getting married to the wrong person because you think he's TikTok, maybe he is handsome, maybe he has money, he has a future and all that. Yes, he may have a future, but maybe the future is not with you. Yes, he may be TikTok, but that doesn't mean anything. Yes, maybe he has a good family, yes, but it doesn't mean he has a character to be with you or respect you. Respect must be earned. Respect must be given without you begging for it. Why can't we love? And why can't we submit? If you go to court, there are many people divorcing. Church, many people divorcing. Everywhere, many people divorcing. You keep on asking yourself, what is the problem? The problem is only two: love and submission. Man refuses to love, woman refuses to submit. If a man loves you, he's careful how he treats you. If a man loves you, he cares for you. If a man loves you, he doesn't abuse or maltreat you. If a man loves you, your pain becomes his pain. If a man loves you, he cares for you the way he cares for himself. If a man loves you, he wouldn't use his money to cheat on you. If a man loves you, he respects you. He respects your feeling. He stands with you. He does everything with you. He stands with you when you are weak. He becomes your strength. He becomes a friend. He stands, he protects, and he's always there for you. If a woman respects you, she'll always respect your opinions. If a woman respects you, she's safe in your hands. If a woman respects you, she doesn't take decisions without you. If a woman respects you, she will not speak before you speak. She allows your leadership to take over her decision. Do you love him? Are you ready to submit to him? There is a story of a woman in the church that got married to a man that just goes to church but is not a Christian. There are people that goes to church but they don't know God. And this woman stands in the church and sings because that is her calling. She's so strong and spiritual with God. Went to a program and met a man at that church. That man was an elder of the church, but he's just an elder but who doesn't know God. The man was so touched by her ministration. The man took time to search to get to her. And the woman was convinced because he was an elder of a church. She said, Mommy, yes, I prayed, but I never listened to God. I just prayed, but I never had time to listen to what he was saying. I prayed, and I was convinced by how he looks. I prayed, and I was convinced by where he sits in the church. And therefore, I followed, I agreed, and I married him. But Mommy, I married the devil. I'm in my marriage, but I'm out of the marriage. Or because the man I married, I thought he was an elder. It's something else I can't discuss. I said, Mommy, my husband never wants to sleep with me in the normal way couples sleep. My husband wants to sleep with me for my back. And if I don't do it, my husband will beat me up. I never knew the elder I met at that church has an occultic group he joins. I never knew the elder I called my husband is covenanted to a different religion. So he is one not to sleep with me as a man will sleep with a woman. So he needs to sleep with me for my back. Mommy, As I speak to you, I am bleeding because the doctor says that I need to be operated for my back, my anus, because of my husband's abuse. I don't want to marry again. Mommy, where I stand and my position where I stand, how will the world see it? I thought I married an elder. I never knew the devil was bringing himself for me to stay with. Now my ministry is gone down. Even myself, I've lost myself. Mommy, what do I do? What do I do? If you were in her shoes, tell me, what will you do? He said, Mommy, I didn't listen to God. Yes, I prayed. I prayed because I thought that is the normal thing she do. I never waited to hear from God. I never waited to know more about him. I never waited to see his spiritual life. I just accepted because he looks good. And I knew he can take care of me because he has money. And then, Mommy, one thing that convinced me much was because he's an elder of a church and is very respected by the church. If this is why you choose to marry that woman and that man, you are making the biggest mistake. If these are the things you see and you accept somebody, you are making the biggest mistake. You don't marry an elder. You marry a man that fears God. You're not marrying a prophet. Marry a man that fears God. You're not marrying an archbishop. Marry a man that fears God. You're not marrying a preacher. Marry a woman that can submit. You're not marrying that CEO. Marry a woman that can humble herself for you. You're not marrying the newscaster. Marry a woman that can submit to you. You're not marrying that singer. Marry a woman that can submit to you. These two things are very, very important. Love, submission. A man that fears God and a woman that go down on their knees in prayer. These two things, if you don't get it, your life is in trouble. Your future is in trouble. Your marriage is in trouble. This is the trouble of this woman. What will you have done in this situation? I told her, you cannot die to marry. You need to live to marry. Your husband has an issue that he can't tell people. If he's ready to be delivered, he needs to be delivered. If he's not ready to be delivered, you can't be part of that covenant. You need to separate yourself and seek for health. You need to work on your health. Seek for medical attention. Heal yourself. Go and take care of yourself. After that, you need counselors to speak to you. Psychologically, you are being destroyed. Spiritually, you are broken down. You need a strong man or woman of God to stand with you to build you up. And after that, you come looking at the marriage. Stand, help, pray for the man. If only he's willing to be delivered, Jehovah can help him. And when he's out of that covenant, he cannot be that old man, but will be a new man if he's ready. But if he's not ready, you can't be part of his evil covenant. Separate yourself, build yourself, come back again and build yourself spiritually. Then begin to work for God. And as you work and continue to pray for him, if God really wants to save him, God will touch him one day and he will be saved. But you see, all these years are going to be wasted because you didn't wait for God to speak to you. Because you were in a hurry because you saw material things. I don't blame you. The prophet Samuel went to the house of Jesse when the Lord told him, go and anoint a king for me. When the prophet Samuel saw the sons of Jesse, the way they look, their stature, their wealth, who they are, their values, Samuel said, oh yes, you look like a king. But the Lord told prophet Samuel, you look outward, but I look within. If you want to marry, you don't look outward, you look within. If you want to marry, you don't look at the features of the people, but you look at the features of God in their lives. There was a guy in the bush who may not qualify as these people qualify, but he is being trained in the bush because his journey and his destiny is in the hands of God. So that guy is being trained in the bush. He's been trained how to love a woman. He's been trained how to respect a woman. He's been trained how to stand and secure and stand with you. He's going through his training, facing the cheaters, the liars, everything is going through it. So that tomorrow when he's delivered and come and be a king, he will value where God has brought him. I want to beg the women that if you're not married, you are blessed. It is good for you to walk with God. Don't just jump into the marriage. Don't just run into the marriage because people are getting married. You are not people. You are you. So find what will help you and do what is best for you. Let God speak to you. Don't be in a rush. Mr. Man, don't just marry because we've got the money or you build a house and all that. No. It is not about house. It's not about the money. But it's about a woman that has been chosen by God for you. That understand the journey ahead of you. That will stand to support you, submit to you, and help you on the journey God has given to you. You cannot say you love her and you still abuse her. You can't say you love her and still want to beat her up. You can't say you love her and insult her, disrespect her. Is it that sea? Is it that salt that you see on the sea, so cheap that you have no value because you can buy it anytime you want to buy? Or is she the salt that has gone through the process and is more valuable? Woman, if you want to be valuable, you need to start valuing yourself. You need to start loving yourself. You need to start respecting who you are, accepting that you are precious in the hands of God and not useless. Anyone that tells you you are useless is not worth being with you. You need to let the person know, I may be useless to you, but I'm useful to God. Begin to build yourself up. Begin to value who you are. Begin to stand with God and make a decision to walk with God. Mr. Man, cheating doesn't make you a man. Cheating, as the society will say, you are a man. And as for men, you have the right to pick 2 or 3 women because it is your money. That is a lie from the pit of hell. It is not true. God made a man and made a woman. So it is 1 to 1. Nothing can change that. Let philosophy or the mind and education of men say what they want to say. They can say what they want to say. But in the beginning, it wasn't like that. He made the man, he made the woman. And if there's love and submission, we are good to go. But the moment we eat the fruit of the evil, the moment we allow society to take over us, the moment we allow evil things to take over, I have money, I have the right, I need to do this for all our lustful and selfish desire, you will break your home, destroy the life of your children, destroy your own life, and break the trust of God in your life. God is so much important. God is so much caring or so much into the family. God cares so much about the family. So he told the man of God, if you can handle your family, you can handle the church. God values the family. So if you're a man and you want to marry, I beg you in the name of God, don't allow the worldly and the worldly thought take over you. Because after your death, judgment is there waiting for you. Woman, it is okay. Forgive and let it go. You are too high. You don't respect. You can insult your husband, disrespect him, speak to him anywhere because he doesn't have the money. Money or no money, he's still a man. He needs to earn his respect. Give it to him. One day, the way you are behaving, when you die, you will face judgment. Why don't we learn how to forgive? Learn how to submit and learn how to love each other. So the peace of God will reign in the marriage and reign in our lives. I beg you, do we love? Do we submit? If we are able to do these 2 things, it will be easy for us to serve God and serve him well. That is why this Saturday, 8 a.m. sharp, at Achimota Girls Guide, we are meeting there, the real woman in me, women behind closed doors. And this time the theme is the veil. Meet me there. We do it every last Saturday of the month. So this Saturday is 31st. We are meeting at Achimota Girls Guide. And the time is 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's going to be power-packed. We're going to pray. We're going to ask for the intervention of God. We're going to intercede for our family. We're going to pray for ourselves. We're going to be anointed by God. We're going to receive a touch from God. and our lives will never be the same. Join me and let's do it. And remember to go to Facebook, The Real Woman in Me Official. Go to Instagram, The Real Woman in Me _. Then you go to YouTube, Reverend Dr. Charlotte Odo. I want to plead and beg with you to come and support this Saturday program. We need to rent the place, get chairs, get instruments, and so many things. I want you to be part of those that will sponsor this Saturday program and say to yourself, Mommy, every last Saturday of the month, I want to support by giving this to push the work of God. And God will always bless you. The numbers are on the screen, 055-2369-403, 055-2369-403. And the name is Charlotte Odo. The little you can give will go way, way, way to support and help the ministry. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to meet me and get your anointing oil. Let's stand together and pray. You may be a Muslim, you may be who you are. I don't care. All I care is that we come together to intercede as one people with unity and love. We'll be able to break the bounds of the enemy. So meet me this Saturday at Achimota Girls Sky, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And your life will never be the same again. I thank you all. And remember, this Sunday is Family and Friends Day. I want to invite you myself, because if you come by my invitation, I will be giving a gift. So you need to come. It's the promotion time. Sunday, please tell your pastor, I beg him, that you are coming to visit me at Royal Victory Family Church. And when you come, mention my name. You came because of me. You came because I invited you. And let's come and meet Jesus and be lifted and be blessed. So it is Sunday, 1st of August, Royal Victory Family Church, Kwabinya, opposite Puma filling station. And if you're coming and you don't know the location, you can just call the numbers on the screen and you're going to be blessed. I am so grateful for you staying with me. We do it every Monday. It's 10 to 10:30. The Real Woman in Me show. We are doing it big as the Lord gives us the strength. Don't ever forget to pray. Don't ever forget to seek, find, and knock, and the door shall be open. He is the only way, the truth, and life. Nobody goes to the Father except through him. Give your life to him and be faithful to him. This is the Real Woman in Me show, and my name is Lady Reverend Mrs. Charlotte Odo. And I thank God for my crew and my husband, Apostle Dr. Solomon Odo. May the Lord give us life and give us strength. Till we meet again, same time Monday, 10 to 10:30. Stay tuned and always keep the faith and keep the fire burning. Have a beautiful night.